Welcome back to the Ancient Ruins. On today's episode of I Have Never Played, we're having a look at another 18-card wallet game from Button Shy Games. Today we're having a look at Hyperstar Run, and this one is a little bit special because it's designed by Almes, and you might recognise that name as the designer of one of the channel's favourites, Conservus. So we're very excited to play this, and I'm hoping it's not going to unlock anything else inside of me because it is from a part of a series that Button Shy do called the Simply Solo game. So he designs a few of these. I don't think my bank account can take it. Now, as always in the general format of these videos, this is not how to play, this is a let's play where I've got a general understanding of the rules, and I do have the rules off to one side, just in case we get stuck. We are set up for the tutorial, meaning there's only 9 cards, and to win we've got 4 attempts, I guess, not turns really, but for attempt to make it all the way to the end to be successful. Now, from what I understand, it's quite difficult even on tutorial, but we'll see how we go. To do it, what we need to do is reveal the card and then use the button presses, so a combo, to defeat the enemy. It's like your favourite 90s arcade shooter that got like Mega Man. It's like Mega Man. Maybe Sonic. Not Mario. I don't know why. It just doesn't give me Mario vibes. Anyway, that being said, I am a little bit hyper this morning, so it's okay. We're just going to dive into it and we'll reveal the first card. So, on this card, we have a target, so a reticle, and a shield. We could just discard the gravity inverter and defeat this little plant blob thing, or it's 2 dash. We're calling them dashes. They probably have names. I'm calling them dashes to defeat the little plane thing. Now that is start of a combo, so it's very tempting to give that one a go and save our more special ones for later. These are all the cards we have, by the way, sort of. Just sort of. So I think what we will do is go for saving our gravity inverter. So we'll discard those cards and then we move on to the next card where we reveal it. And oh, it is a combo. Now that is good because it costs us 1 of anything to move on to the next card. So that's super simple. We haven't used any of the card abilities yet, but we might do down the line. Okay, so if we continue the blue line all the way through, which, seeing as these don't have blue lines on, would be very, very lucky, I guess. I don't know how many blue lines there are. It is literally another blue line where we have to spend that reticle to continue. Is this too easy? Okay, so now we move on to this one. Wait. I have revealed it, but I just want to quickly backtrack to show another mechanic and save me a little bit. Because it needs a reticle, we can actually use a card that we've passed by moving it down to show that we've used the symbol in the top to move on. So we're going to do that instead. Now, it is the end of the combo, so that's fine. That's okay. It generally would have been lovely just to go all the way through and actually defeat one of these games for once, but it's okay because I'm still the best at games. Now, to defeat this chappie, 2 reticles or a dash and a shield. We do have a dash and a shield here, so we can move on if we'd like. We can also just turn over one of our cards to use one of the abilities at the bottom, but at this precise moment in time, I don't think that's necessary. So we're just going to defeat this little Abe's Odyssey thing down at the bottom and move on and hope that whatever it is, yes, so we can defeat this one as well. This is going well as long as I'm playing the game correctly, and I assume we'll find out at some point whether I am. Okay, so now we've got all of these left to use, I think. So what we can, oh my goodness, I didn't expect to get this far this quickly, but we can use these 2 to defeat the flying. Well, I'm not going to say what that looks like. I will bring it up a little bit closer to the screen so you can make up your own minds about what that looks like and why I don't want to say it on a YouTube video. But yeah, we're going to defeat that guy, and I guess we move on again. Are we going to 1-run this? No. We can't. It would have been nice, but we can now use these two to defeat the Abe's Odyssey looking guy. And we move on again. And then, oh no. Have I missed anything? Would have anything have made this better? Because we're going to run out of cards right at the end. Even if we have the correct things, which we don't, so we fail. We fail. But that is the end of run 1. Now, what happens at the end of run 1 is we return all discarded cards back to our hand, so I'll set them up in a second. Add the leftmost card from the level to your hand, increasing your starting size by 1. Flip any face down cards in your hand face up. We didn't do that. Reset all pressed cards. So all the pressed cards go back. I think we were just incredibly lucky there. And we go there, rotate hero card to the next highest number and place it above the new leftmost card. Flip your current level card face up if it isn't already, and then begin the next run. So now we just have to make it through all of this, which we should be able to because we already have. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Now, I think we'll do the smirt thing. I definitely think we're going to do the smirt thing to begin with. If we kill the fly with 2 of these, so we will, we are instantly in. I don't know why I've put you up there. That's not consistent. We're into the combo, which means we can kill this guy with a reticle. Now, fortuitously, this is a reticle, so we've done it. Now, no point just doing the combo just for the sake of doing the combo. Is it better? Well, let's get rid of our short-range teleporter to kill the Abe's Odyssey guy at the bottom. Oh, no, we don't. Put it down. We've just killed it. Right. Any way we can do this. I can tap these 2, or exhaust, or press, I think, because of the buttons. I love the theme of this game. We haven't really looked at any of the abilities yet. I don't know whether we should be, just to give the idea of the game more. I'm just very excited that we might do this on our second turn. Right, so I think what we'll do is press these 2 to defeat Abe's Odyssey there. Moving on, we need a shield and a reticle. Yes, we can do a shield and a reticle, so we don't have to defeat the... You know what I think it looks like. Your brain's in the gutter with me. Don't cry. Oh, I don't know. So anyway, we defeated you. Now, we are running low on things to do, so it might be that we fail again at the same place, but we can discard the gravity inverter to defeat this plant guy. We've only got this. Any 3. So any 3 will defeat this guy here. So any 3 will defeat that guy. So we can push down these 2 to discard this guy. So at least we get to see what the ending is. And we're at the end. Now, we can't defeat the end. But now at least we know that it is a combo to finish. So, yeah, that's okay. So we're going to unpress everything. We might even do a little bit of just reorganizing it on screen. So we'll just move everything over just to make it a little bit prettier for you, my little cultists, who I love so very, very much. And we go back to the beginning. So we have discarded the first one. That's joined our hands. So we've got a bigger hand. I'm quite confident in this one, and we haven't looked at the abilities. Let's have a look at some abilities just in case we want to use them. So this ability would flip the leftmost face down card in the level. You may swap it with your current level card. That doesn't work. Flip one face down card, doesn't work. Flip the leftmost face down, doesn't work. Use any ability from a face up card in your hand or discard pile. Ooh. Doesn't have an ability, and swap any 2 cards in the level other than your current level card. See, these are going to be super duper useful if you weren't amazing at games like we are, and we're just going to, I think we're going to do this. I'd be very surprised if we can't do this because we've already done it. If that makes sense? Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. And as I am your leader, whatever we're going to name the head honcho of the cult, that is me, It is true. So I say, so it is. Right. Nonsense aside, we are going to discard the 2 to defeat this chap and move on. And then we are going to oh, goodness. We don't have the previous thing, so that... Oh, it beanses us. So we're going to discard the short-range teleporter to defeat the Abe's Odyssey guy. We will... I'm going all in. So we're going to defeat the plant with the gravity inverter. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky because... Have we already beansed this? We need 2 shields here. So we need to save 2 shields for there and a reticle, which means we need to save all of this for there. Oh, no. Right. How can we move on? We can press these 2 to move to here. Doesn't help much. We can press these 2 to move to here. Yes, we defeated the plant. Oh, it's all gone correctly. So we can discard the 2 shields to defeat the scorpion, move to the end and discard the reticle, to combo press to discard the card. Whee! Best at games. Genuinely, that was a lot more fun than I expected. Scott Almes is just a genius at this. This was the tutorial, so there are more levels. So we did it on 9 cards. Standard difficulty is 10, hard is 11, and expert is 12. And I can see that being quite spicy because we only just got to the end in the tutorial. You add another card, we would have to go through that again. There's no way we could have completed that in that. So as soon as you start adding 2 cards or 3 cards, my word, that's going to be spicy. But yeah, that has been our I Have Never Played Hyperstar run. Really enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed it, please do like, comment and subscribe down below. This is part of the ongoing series, Button Shy Wednesdays, which comes to you every Tuesday and Thursday. So until the next episode, bye-bye.